What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 68. I have a quickie, a very quick quickie. It's like 30 minutes, I guess. We're gonna knock this out. I have some topics. We have Emily here. She just happened to be down, which is so convenient that you have nothing going on in your life, so you can actually just talk. But yeah, we're just gonna have some things going on because I couldn't do a chewing on the roads this week because there was a lot of complications with Halloween weekend because it was so busy. Chris and I were gonna do it, but that's gonna be next week's episode. We're gonna go to downtown Greensboro, and yeah, we're gonna film in the streets, and it's gonna be really fun. Oh, maybe we should do outside crafted.
That'd be fun.
Get all the employees.
Yeah.
Oh God. And you're like, yeah, don't check out this podcast because we're gonna talk about some funny stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
So yeah, do you want to talk about that first? Since it's like a hot topic.
The whole situation.
We're not gonna mention names, but we got some shit that goes down. All right, so how do you want to start this?
I guess we should just give some backstory on the main villain of the story, right? And why they're acting like this.
Okay, so let me say what my experience was, and then you tell the full story, and then tell what happened recently.
Yeah, that works.
So there's a person, he, she, they, them, that is going through a situation in her life, or I said her already.
It's fine.
In their life,
it's fine.
In her life, that I guess would cause trauma or something.
Yeah.
With the relationship or something like that.
Yeah, relationship issues.
Yeah, and so we had a Halloween after party after Ben's party, which also shout out to Ben and Megan. I have a full story about that I got to tell y'all guys in this podcast. But yeah, so after that we had an after party, and then Emily's like, hey, can blah 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 come over? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't give a fuck. There was people coming over at like 3 a.m. at my house, so it didn't matter. And I walk out of my room and I see her just crying here, and I'm like, oh my God, like she was a nice person for the most part that I've experienced. So I was like, hey, like I hope everything's okay. Welcome to my house, anything's mine is yours, just take care, blah blah blah. Leave it be. And then I showed you guys the pool table because you guys were about to go out to the garage.
Yeah.
So
Oopsie.
I told her, I'll have to bleep that. God damn it.
It's okay.
2 minutes and 5 seconds in, I said it. I got to write that down. 2:20 bleep. That's how bad I am. All right. So I told her, check that pool table out. The person who likes pool, plays a lot. And she goes, this is such a shitty table. Or she said, like, this is a really bad table or a shitty table.
Basically just shit on, like, the table.
Why? And I do remember this part. That she said, why would you not get a slant or a slab, whatever it's called, table, which is like those bougie, like $2,000, $3,000 tables. And I looked at her and I was like, I'm not rich. Like, I'm not rich enough to buy a $3,000 table.
It baffled me.
I was like, bro, the fact that I even have one in my house is nice enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
And the fact that we like gave this person a place to stay in their time of need.
Oh yeah, she was gonna stay over at my house.
And they were just shitting. They said they didn't like Zoran. I was just like, okay, that's my boyfriend. Back the fuck up. You can get out if you don't like my boyfriend.
But then after saying that she didn't like him.
Yeah. And she also was like, maybe I was just being like dramatic, but she was like flirting up a storm with him after saying she didn't like him. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You just said you didn't like my boyfriend. Now you're trying to fuck him.
Yo, it would have been hilarious if you got in a fight with her.
Oh yeah. I would have beat her skinny little ass. Are you kidding me?
That person is probably no longer allowed at my house. You can't talk shit about my pool table, okay? Yeah. You can talk shit about Zoran as much as you want, but not my fucking pool table. We draw the line. Off limits. Yeah. But anyways, then we found out some other shit last night. Wait, before you even tell everything. So it's 3:30 a.m. And I'm about to go to bed, and I had to clean Sora and Cloud's poop. So as I'm like doing the litter box, I hear noises on my couch, but it's pitch black. So I'm like, what the fuck? And Emily, I hear crying and Emily on the phone, and then this is what transpired. We're not going to say names.
So I get a phone call at like 3:30, 4 a.m., and I wasn't sleeping yet. And this person, not the one who was causing all the drama, this other person was like, oh my God, I invited them over. I invited this person over and her boo thing. So there's 3 people all over right now at this girl's house. And she fucking calls me and is like, they're having sex in my room right now. And I was like, well, who? And she says, this girl and my boyfriend right now they're canoodling in my bedroom when I'm not there. Like,
and that person, that boy was her ex.
Technically they're dating. And
what?
Well, now they're not anymore.
I didn't even know that.
Now they're not, but they were previously dating as of 24 hours ago. They were dating until he started canoodling with this bitch that didn't like his pool table. Anyways, so I get
pool table bitch, bro.
The pool table bitch. And then, yeah, so I get a phone call. She's crying and like, she's like, Emily, I don't know what to do. And I was like, girl, if that was me, if someone was fucking my boyfriend, I would have already been in there beating her ass. Like, what are you doing? So she walks in there and she's like, what are you guys doing? She confronts them. They try to gaslight the fuck out of her saying, oh, it's not a big deal. All we did was kiss and I fingered her. Like, that's it. Like, it wasn't a big deal. My jaw dropped to the floor when she told me that.
Dude, kissing is already...
Like, yeah, like the fact that they were cuddling too. She said that they were
cuddling.
All three of them were like in the bed, which I get. Like Haley's laid down in the bed with Zorn and I, but not like that. You know what I mean? Like they were cuddling. Like they, oopsies, yeah.
Well, it's okay. Haley's not.
She's chill.
Yeah, she's
they
chill.
were like cuddling, and I was like, I would have never let that happen in the first place. But basically, she walked in on her boyfriend and her friend doing shit, and now this girl is gaslighting her. The dude left, she kicked him out. The girl wouldn't leave, the fucking pool table bitch, and she stayed the night. She stayed the night and then woke up.
I can't believe she let her stay the night.
Went to Westerwood, took a couple shots at like 12 p.m., just, you know, a little pick me up, and then brought coffee back and was like, hey, like, here's some coffee for you. Hope you feel better. And she never apologized for her actions. She still thinks she's in the right.
And she described it, right? She like described the action.
She was like, yeah, like she thought like her and this girl, she thought they were like buddies after this. She was like, oh my God, like, you know, I didn't realize how hot he was. He fingered me and I was on my period. I got blood all over his fingers.
Your
like,
boyfriend fingered
yeah,
me?
describing in graphic detail like what her boyfriend just did.
But why would you let her stay over
That's
after
what I'm
that?
saying.
That's so bothersome.
She was already too drunk to like even like put up a fight at that point.
That's kind of what I did once.
She just wanted to go to bed. She was like, I'm not going to deal with it. Just, you know.
I did that once with my threesome situation thing. Yeah. I didn't have a threesome.
And that did come up. She was like, is this karma? Like what goes around? She was like, I was like, well, what goes around comes around. But like nobody really does like truly deserve that. But in the end.
But you know what's funny? It kind of is like that. You know, that's why I was dying the whole time, right?
Yeah, because it's literally like karma.
Dude, I'm an asshole. When I heard her...
He starts laughing. And she's over here bawling on the phone.
It's just funny that it happened to her. But that situation is way worse because that's your boyfriend and shit. So
yeah, that whole friendship's over. This is a coworker too. So if I ever see this person, I'm not even going to interact. I don't know. Like
transpire when you guys work.
I told, what's her name? To confront her and be like, hey, what you did crossed so many boundaries. I don't think we can be friends anymore. That wasn't respect. She hasn't done any of that. Like they're just acting like shit sweet. And that could never be me. That could never be me.
I just can't imagine like let's say we flip the switch and it's my girlfriend at the time, or like if I had one, and the girlfriend in this situation, or boyfriend, I'm just playing, the girlfriend is with a guy that I work with, that I know. What the fuck?
Like that's so weird.
I beat the shit out of him. Well, even okay, let's say he's really big. Oh, I'm there out of my house at least.
Yeah, you gotta get out.
At the bare minimum, both of them. Yeah, that's a sticky situation.
I can't believe her because she hasn't apologized yet. And she's still like, she's using this whole like abusive relationship this past week as like a reason why she's being so crazy.
She's using it as an excuse.
Yeah, as an excuse. She's like, oh, I'm just a little bit manic. Like, no worries. Like, girl, you just fucked someone's boyfriend. You're not manic.
Almost,
you're a bitch.
Like, pretty much fucked. Yeah.
Like what?
So, anyways, happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah.
Today's Halloween.
Scary night.
That was a good 8-minute quick story. We have other things though. I wanted to tell ghost stories. Let's see, what other topics? Let's knock out the other stuff, and then we'll end on like a ghost story.
Okay.
Let's talk about Halloween. So we had a Halloween party this recent weekend.
Stop! I was so upset. I spilled a blue Jello shot on my white fucking skirt.
Really?
Yes, in the car when we stopped to fucking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell about this.
Change the goddamn tire.
So hear me out, guys. So I'm having a good night so far. I'm getting messed up. We go to Vance and Leah. Shout out to Vance and Leah. That was a nice party. Thank you for having us. We come out there, and I'm actually lit. I'm having fun, right? And then we're driving to the other party at Ben and Megan's. And as we're driving, we hit deepest pothole. Like everybody was like,
It was like the tire fell off pretty
yeah,
much. is
yeah,
what it
yeah.
felt like.
And then like, you know, we drove for a little bit and then the tire light went on and we were like, shoot. So we pulled aside and she got a flat. Michelle had like a flat on her back right. And so I'm like, all right, fuck it. At least you have a tire changing kit and you have a spare. So I'm changing it, right? This cop pulls up. Light-skinned cop, right? Good-looking guy.
Very handsome.
But
Very
he
handsome.
just had to make it be known that he's a cool cop because he was like, oh, I pulled aside because I saw how many people you guys have in this car. But like, it's okay because I see that you guys have a situation. And I'm like, why do you even?
Yeah, we had one extra person,
Yeah,
and
why
I
do
was
you- why
like,
do you
he's
have to
gonna
say that?
notice, and he's gonna be like, hey, like I'm gonna have to like one who's gonna ride with me. I thought he was just gonna make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, and the most annoying thing was as I put the tire on, I put like 3 bolts on. And he goes, oh, you're doing it the wrong way. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, because it's been a while since I changed it. I'm like, all right, maybe I am. So I switch it. I flipped the whole tire. This tire is pretty fucking heavy. I flipped the tire, put it back up, and it can't fit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh,
He's
my
like,
bad.
oh, just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. Like, oh, sorry, you had it right. And I was like, but you fucking bitch.
I think he was trying to test you to see if you were sober or something. Like, there's
He
no
needs
way
to suck
he was
my
that
balls.
dumb.
But anyways, so after that, it really sobered me up. Honestly, the rest of the party, I wasn't fucked up anymore. I was just like chilling. And then that after party happened. I actually vibed at the after party. There was like 15 people out here. In my
I wasn't vibing. That bitch came over and was
Well, yeah,
shitting
you
on
had
the
to deal
pool
with that.
table.
But it
and
was mad fun. I told ghost stories. Do you know about Lydia's Bridge? Here?
no.
Welcome to the ghost story segment. So I was telling them the story that night because they wanted me to tell it because apparently like I'm good at telling stories. I don't think I am, but so
Shut up.
you know, I was just saying I don't think I'm great in life, but maybe I am. You know, Leo things. You do the same thing. You're like, I'm so ugly, guys. I'm so ugly. Zorn, am I not ugly? Oh, tell me I'm pretty. Okay, so there's 2 haunted stories. I'm sure there's more, but there's 2 that is around our area. There's one that is the Biltmore Hotel that I don't know too well, but it's ironically the lady's name was also Lydia that got killed. But then there's Lydia's Bridge. So Lydia's Bridge is if you're driving from Greensboro to High Point or Jamestown, which is like just straight down Gate City. So if you're just driving straight down Gate City, you'll pass this bridge. Now they kind of built around it, but back then you have to pass it every time. So there's a story behind Lydia's Bridge. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like I've been told this like a million times, so I feel like I can get it right. So a long time ago, I don't know how long, but I'm talking probably like 1890s, like white people days, you know? In Jamestown, North Carolina, there was a girl named Lydia who had a prom or junior prom. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get this out of the wrapper with one hand. Stop. I know.
Making like a million crumbs and noise. She's like, I'm like trying to tell a ghost story. Lydia.
Okay, shut up. You're making it worse. Okay.
She's drinking coffee at like fucking 9:30 a.m.
I'm tired.
All right, get that shit. All right, so there's a girl named Lydia way back in the day in Jamestown, and she was going to her junior prom or whatever, right? Or it was a school dance at the time. It might not have been prom. And she had gotten an argument or altercation with her boyfriend, but her boyfriend was picking her up. Boyfriend picks her up, and it was a rainy night, and that's really important for the later part of the story. But it was a rainy night, and as they're driving to prom, I think they get in an argument, and one thing leads to another, and he starts swerving because it's raining. You can't see shit. He hits the bridge, right? And this bridge is there. Yeah. You can see some of the brick remains too.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's stupid spooky. So, and there used to be, you see under it, there used to be, now it's dried up, but there used to be water there. You can tell, like it used to be like a creek or river.
Yeah.
So, the guy had died on impact.
Oh,
like
damn.
died on impact, like his body fell into the water like instantly, right? But Lydia had gotten out of the car and she's hanging on the essentially on the bridge bleeding, right? Lydia, and this is do you know what the bystander effect is?
Were you like freeze?
No, so the bystander effect is when people choose not to deal with something because it's not their problem, and they think that someone else will help. So she is calling for people to help her. Like she's bleeding. She's on the ground.
People are driving by.
And people are just driving by and just not helping her. right? And so she's obviously probably bled out. But the crazy thing is the bodies were never found. Only the car. I think the boyfriend's body was found, but her body was never found. And so she was trying to hitchhike and get help, and she disappeared. So the next part of the story that's really scary is it's said that if you go to the Lydia's Bridge on a rainy night, like that,
like tonight,
like that, no shit, yeah. So if it's a rainy night, that parallels to when that happened to her, you'll see a girl in a prom dress, and she doesn't look like a ghost. She looks like a real girl. And she's gonna be hitchhiking.
And if you pick her, there's a story like this
now,
in Hawaii.
Get ready. There's two options now, and it's said that one, you choose to be the bystander, just like when she bled out, and who knows, nothing happens, something happens, I don't know. That's one option. Or two, you pick her up. Okay, so she goes in the back of your car. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. I just got in a fight with my boyfriend." And this is the reason why this is a common thing is because apparently there's claims that this has happened to multiple people. Okay. So she's like, I just need a ride home. I need to see my mom. And at the time, I think the mom passed away like in the early 2000s or the 90s now. So this no longer happens. Yeah. But when the mom was alive, this is what was happening. I needed to come back to my mom. So you drive her to this place in Jamestown, drop her off, right? And as you walk up to the door to knock on the door, because she's like, hey, can you like walk me up? Blah, blah. She's like, hey, I forgot something in the car.
It disappears.
And she disappears, and then the mom will come out, the real mom, a live mom, super old now.
Yeah.
And will say, oh, it happened again. She's just messing with you. She likes to play pranks on people. She was always a prankster. And then she tells that person the whole story. And that's how apparently it gets passed down. And it's really spooky. It's spooky because it's not super, super, super scary, but it's like believable.
Yeah.
Like I could see that happening. That's fucking scary.
That's creepy. There's a story like that. Like
what's the one in Hawaii?
I forgot what it was called because I'm not a true Hawaiian. My family's so disappointed in me. But this girl, she's dead. Apparently, you're not supposed to like drive with pork over this certain area in Hawaii. With pork, like with meat. Apparently, like you'll see her. It's like a woman in black or something, and she's walking along like I forgot what road it was, some Hawaiian road, and she's really young. She's really beautiful, and she's again hitchhiking, needs a ride. And if you stop and pick her up, she'll turn into like an old woman. You'll look away and like multiple. I know it's Hawaii. Hawaiian people are crazy, so they could be lying. But they say that like she turns into an old woman. That's and hot. Like she looks ugly like as fuck once they pick her up. And I don't know what happens after that, but basically like it's good karma if you pick her up. It's bad karma if you don't. So that's why like.
Hell yeah, that's lit. I like gilfs. Did you ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
No.
So Howl's Moving Castle is one of the Studio Ghibli movies, and the beautiful young girl gets turned into an old lady. So what if she's a young girl at heart?
Stop. No, seriously.
You never know. But anyway, so about that, connected to that, would you ever pick up a hitchhiker? Like if you and Zoran were together.
I have.
You have?
Let me tell you about this. Okay. So I was in a manic state. I moved down here to Greensboro like 2 years ago. Greensboro. Was that what I said? Greensboro? Whatever. Okay. I've been here for 2 years now. And I think it was like the first year I moved down here, I was like super manic, super depressed because like I left all my friends in Minnesota and I had like nothing to do. Am I okay? Am I too loud? So anyways, I was door dashing because I needed extra cash, and like, the prime time is like 9 p.m. to like 3 a.m. I'll make like $200. I'll be good. I'll go home. It was raining and it was nighttime. I don't know, midnight, 2 a.m., whatever. I see this woman like in the street. I'm pulling up to like an intersection and the light's about to turn red. And this lady is barefoot walking in the rain, like trying to cross the street. This is in Greensboro. It didn't register to me like, oh, that's just like a homeless person. But like,
and she needed a ride?
I thought she needed help. It looked like she just got robbed or something just happened to her. That's why I stopped. Because usually when I see homeless people, I'm like, okay, they're chilling. But like this woman did not look okay. So I stopped and I'm like, are you all right? And she's like, no, I need a ride. So I told her to get in the back seat because I didn't want her in the front seat with me. And she's like, are you a cop? And I was like, no, I'm not a fucking cop. Whoa. If you want a ride, get in the back. So she hops in the back. She asked me to go to a Sheetz. So I'm like, okay, like that's a reasonable place to drop you off because she didn't have a house to go to. I was like, where do you need to go? And she wanted to go to Sheetz. So we go to Sheetz and she's pregnant.
You could have gotten killed.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize like how dangerous it was to pick her up until like after the whole thing happened and like I left. Like
you could have died.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was really scary. It was low key really scary.
This is a great time for me to tell you what actually happened in Greensboro once. There was a Vietnamese guy who was at a Walgreens, if I'm not mistaken, and there was a homeless person who was a white lady, who was asking him for a ride, and you know, the guy was nice enough to give her a ride, and as wherever he got her, she got him to drop her off. Her boyfriend or whatever was there, and they put him at gunpoint and stole all his money, and they ended up shooting him. So that could have happened to you, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize how fucking stupid it was until after everything happened. Because again, I was in like a manic state. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just like, whatever, you know, let's just pick this lady up.
That I would never pick up some stranger unless, well, it's gotta be a homie. Like if I see you on the streets and I know you, that's different.
But like no, I would never pick up a man voluntarily if I saw a man on the street.
You're getting raped.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever pick up a man or anything.
Oh, trigger alert! Sorry, I didn't mean to just say that out loud. Fuck. Anyways, speaking of Halloween, do you hear about what happened in South Korea or Korea?
Yeah, the crowd rush, the crowd surge,
100 and something,
150, and like 2 Americans
killed by Stampede.
Yeah,
that's like actually
no.
crazy.
I heard a Stampede is different than a crowd crush.
Oh, was it a crowd crush or a Stampede?
It was a crowd crush.
Whoa, keep going.
So a Stampede is where like people in the back are like, right?
Pulled up
like
my phone and just poured on it.
You learn, put that away.
Okay, what are you
It's
saying?
okay. So I'm pretty sure, I'm probably mistaken, but a Stampede is where like people are moving and people are getting trampled, right? But a crowd crush is where you're like, there's someone in front of you, like all 4 sides of you, and you can't move and your lungs don't have room to expand. That's a crowd crush, and that's what happened.
Why is every outlet saying it's a Stampede though? Because I think
were people like running? Because I heard they got like crushed. Like that's what happened. You get like crushed to death.
Oh, I don't think it was just purely out of that. I mean,
Really?
I think it was a Stampede, like legitimate, like something happened to where there was a blockade and people were trying to run.
People were running and then they get crushed.
Yeah, they got crushed. And then, but you are right in the sense that there was deaths that wasn't just straight up you got crushed. Like it was like bone squishing and stuff like that too, which
once
is so
that
tragic.
happens, I was watching a TikTok, and they're like, once you realize,
oh my God,
like you,
US students.
yeah, I saw that too. Once you realize you're like in a really crowded space and you can't breathe, like by then it's too late. The odds of you getting out of that crowd are very, very low.
Man, that's so tragic.
Yeah.
Man.
It's scary. I don't think I'd ever.
Let's talk about Kanye.
Oh my God. He destroyed his entire career.
Yeah.
I never liked him from the start.
Yeah.
But this
Did you ever see the, have you ever seen Clayton Bigsby, the skit by Dave Chappelle?
No.
So there's a skit that Dave Chappelle does where it's one of the most creative skits of all time, because he used to have a skit show where he would do skits and it would be on Comedy Central. He had the show where he emulated this show on Dateline. Dateline would used to do like documentary style shows, and he was a black blind KKK member. Sorry. And someone, it's fucking hilarious. His name is Clayton Bigsby. He's like blind, and he's like, I hate those good for nothing tricksters, and he wrote books like that says like, bro, I wish I could show.
Wait, was he actually like real life? Was he actually blind? And
I mean, in the skit, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, was this a real life? Okay.
No, you have to watch this. This shit is so funny. But someone fucking did like AI face change or whatever into Kanye's face, bro, because he's essentially black, but he's doing shit against black people.
Oh my God,
rolling, dude. Yeah, Kanye's fucking weird.
Like, man. I low key get where he's coming from, because the white life, like, okay, no. Because he has like that whole thing, White Lives Matter, and he's donating all the money he makes from that to actual like, black folks, because the Black Lives Matter movement apparently like didn't donate shit, is what I heard. Yeah,
the Black Lives Matter movement that like everybody starts talking about, because there is a real one. Like a real movement, but it would never really picked up.
Facts. Yeah. And so that's what he's like trying to essentially do, is like, get all this money from the stupid white people buying those shirts and like give it to the black community. But at least that's what I think he's doing, or that's what I heard he was doing. So I don't really understand it, but it's just a shitty thing in general.
Yeah, but he said the stuff
the
about
whole
the Holocaust.
anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
pretty fucked
not.
up, dude.
Because like he's creating a lot of hate for like people are like low key like dying because of that.
Yeah.
Like people are out there like getting like, what do you call it?
I mean, prejudice or like.
They're not like lynched. I don't say, take that out. It's not lynched.
No, they're not getting lynched. What?
It's like people are
discriminated.
Out here, like, they're like creating, like they're being more violent towards Jewish folks.
Yeah.
Like ever since Kanye said that, people are more openly like
anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
you're not, because you fucked a Jew.
Yeah, facts.
I'm not either. I fucked a Jew.
partied with the rabbi. I took shots with them.
We both dated Jews. We're actually, we're helping the cause.
I'm like 1%. My 23andMe said I'm 1% Ashkenazi Jewish.
Ashkenazi.
Is that what you
cool
call
word.
it? Ashkenazi?
I don't know. I met this girl who was telling me about how one of her worst Tinder dates was
a Jewish guy.
Well, no,
you gotta sit on their face because their nose pokes your clit in the right way. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ew. Big ass. Is that why you're dating Zord?
Shut up.
He's got a big ass nose. Just touch your clit.
Yeah.
He doesn't go down on you.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. It's great. I fucking love my life.
Does he ever?
No, but I don't blame him because I haven't gotten waxed for like a year and a half. But
I only go down if a girl goes down.
But I suck his dick all the fucking time. And like, anyways, I don't want to get into it. I get
it. Yeah, it's like talking about my brother having sex. But so Kanye. Okay, so this girl was telling me about this Tinder because I asked her. I was like, "What's the worst Tinder date you've ever been on?" And she was like, so I was like a good-looking, cute, like blonde hair, blue-eyed, tall guy, and he found out I was Jewish. And he started making all these like Adolf Hitler and Jewish jokes.
Oh,
and
that's
like,
horrible.
Bro,
that's such bad taste. What the fuck?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's okay to joke about it like once or twice if it's like
he
a
just met the
tasteful
girl.
joke. Yeah. Well, I can make a joke. Actually, I don't know. What's a good Jewish joke that's allowed? Like you can't talk about the Holocaust.
Yeah,
that's like off limits.
I always heard the money
Noses.
one around the frat. Like they always, because
jokes.
Jewish people are like really good at accounting and money. So I've heard about that. Like I've heard jokes like that.
I mean, I've heard many Asian jokes, but I haven't. Girls are scared to say Asian jokes around me because I usually date like white girls.
Oh, really?
White girls are terrified to say anything about Asians. Like I joke about myself, and they're just like they can't laugh too hard because they're like, fuck, am I racist for laughing?
Like, I've been in like a group of white people and they'll start making like low-key almost like racist jokes. And like they'll look at me to see if like I'm okay with it.
You're actually white?
Yeah, because they can't tell. They can't tell what I am. So they're like testing the waters. They're like kind of saying
so
like,
fucked up.
I know, and I'm just like,
I
okay.
mean, if you're gonna make jokes, just make the joke.
Yeah,
but
just
like
make
don't
a
go
joke.
OD with it. I don't think you should.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that sometimes because like I have no filter, so I'll make jokes about like anything. Like I'll even make jokes about like essay, but like I don't actually mean it. Like
yeah, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get better
at least in public, like you can do whatever you want within your closed friend group, but even then, like sometimes.
No, but it's not jokes. Like I would never talk about someone else getting essayed. I talk about myself usually.
Yeah.
But then I know that it can be triggering, so I'm like, I gotta be careful.
I remember one of my exes would always be playing like Call of Duty, and they'd always say the one thing they'd always say that pisses me off is like, "Oh, I'm gonna rape you," like right, like during the game.
Ooh.
They'd be like they'd say that to each other, like, "Oh, you're getting raped," like like, "Oh, you're getting fucked up," like you're losing, your team's losing.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you saying that? It's just like childish, first of all, and second of all, like
how old was he?
He's my age now, so he was probably 18 at the time. That's a very 18.
I was gonna make a really bad joke.
Shut up. What?
I was gonna say he needs to be raped first before you can make those
That's
jokes.
horrible. No, but honestly, like you're not really like sensitive to those things until it actually does happen to you.
Absolutely.
But even if,
but sometimes people who have had traumatic experience are the ones who joke about it the most
because it's the way they cope.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember Bobby Lee makes jokes about how he was molested by a guy who had Down syndrome.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh.
No, that's fucking hilarious.
Do you remember when they were like announcing that during the podcast? His friend was like,
"Wait, you know about this?"
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok.
Do you watch this? I didn't know you watched stuff like this.
I watched it on TikTok, but his friend was like trying not to laugh, and he was like, "Bro, like, why are you?"
Yeah, he's like trying so hard not to
like,
laugh.
I'm fine. Like, don't worry about it. He's like, "Bro, like, I'm sorry." Just the
Dude,
way,
you know they're not even friends anymore because he hit on his ex-wife.
Stop.
When they were together.
No.
Or
really?
ex-girlfriend or whatever. Yeah.
That's dirty.
You know who that sounds like?
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
My fucking workplace is literally just like a whole, like it's a tar pit. It's disgusting.
I have a quick thing to point out. I hate girls like this, and I don't hate anybody, but it's just so funny because obviously I'm into white girls, but I'm into different variations of white girls. Like I have little niche groups.
He's made it very clear that I'm not his type, which is fine, but it's a little offensive.
You're not really white.
Okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What? I'm 40% white. That's 23andMe. I'm like, what?
No, I have been with mixed people before. I like mixed girls. It's just, I don't know. I just don't think you're my type.
That's
like,
funny,
I never saw you in a sexual way.
Because my other friends who are actually like people of color, they're like, yeah, you're white, which makes sense because like I'm fucking white. Look at my skin
I don't think
tone.
it actually is about your skin. I think I was making a joke. I think it was about the fact that I met you purely because Zorn brought you in the house.
Yeah.
So I instantly was like, all right.
You're just like, ew.
Yeah,
gross.
and then when we first started talking, it was just like friends. So we just became friends.
No,
like,
that's
there was no
reasonable.
like stipulation. And I'm not like you and your little buddies where you guys can fuck each other like friends.
We'll be
I
like,
can't
"Oh,
fuck
no,
my
we
friends. Oh. Yeah, I can't fuck friends. It's like if we fuck and then we become friends, that's one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But
but
I
you
can't
can't-
be friends
and
and
then-
then fuck. No.
Yeah,
That's just not me.
bad taste.
Okay, I hate girls. I hate girls. That's it. I hate girls on fucking dating apps that are so cookie cutter sorority girls. Like, you look at this spot. So I have one.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, but she's such a strat girl.
She's
Look
a-
at this fucking my
does that
simple
say?
pleasures: iced coffee, sunrises, and watching football. Anytime a girl says watching football, I'm like, oh, you're into chads.
like girly pop.
You're into chads.
Get it together
Who the
because
fuck
we
actually-
both know you don't like fucking watching
What
football.
kind of girls want to watch football? Like by themselves.
Nobody.
You hang out with your girlfriends. You're like, oh, let's watch football, guys.
It's always like the really like manly women.
Well, actually,
that
I
are,
have
like,
met one girl, but I don't know. That's like an exception. I don't know. And she wasn't really big.
Unless
but I
your
don't
dad
know.
is like a football coach and you actually like.
Also, okay, so I'm not gonna show the camera because I don't want to mention names. Ew, what the fuck? You good? It's all that coffee and the fucking cakes that you've been eating. She ate like 7 of them bitches last night, dude.
Just threw up in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Did it taste like cake?
It tasted like fucking coffee.
Okay, so let me pull this up so you can see the whole thing. Oh, is it kind of disrespectful for me to talk about like dating apps yet? Like, what's the limit on like after getting single? I don't.
There's not really a limit.
Well, I hope no one. I don't care. I'm just.
No
it's
one
my
gives
life.
a fuck,
Yeah.
Balloon. It's 2022.
Okay. All right. So I matched with this girl. Oh no, did she unmatch with? Oh no, she didn't. She didn't. So I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, oh my god, she's like a 3.
No, let me see.
Right. So the
Let me see.
reason I even entertained this though. How funny of a story would this be?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, now. Oh wait, hold up. Not
Wait, you
wait. Before I preface this, I'm not saying it'd be a funny story in a sense of like her situation is funny. It's not like that. I want to say this first of all, okay? I'm saying it'd be a funny story because I've never experienced this before.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool, okay?
Yeah.
All right. No one
Okay.
cancel me.
I would smash. And I like
So
girls.
she's in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm just saying I've never experienced it before. And she's obviously into Asians. She got a picture with an Asian girl, so.
She's pretty low key.
Mm.
Wait, let me see her face.
I was just doing it for the story.
Oh. Yeah, she's a little busted.
Yeah.
But it's not the fact that she's in a wheelchair. I have plenty
No,
of
it has
friends
nothing to do
who are
with her. It's
disabled
just her
and stuff.
face.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's see what else I have to talk about. Goals for November. What's your goal for November?
Ooh, yeah. Zorn and I want to stop vaping.
Ain't no way.
It
starts tomorrow.
Okay, I think I can do it.
Zorn can't do it.
I just have to have like my little bag of goodies, like chapstick for like the lip stuff. You know what I mean? When you vape, it's like the.
Wait, are you guys starting this tomorrow?
I am.
'Cause
I
it's
don't know what
November.
the fuck he's doing. He's probably not.
There's
He
no
already
way.
bought another vape. The last one was supposed to be his last one, and he bought another one. So it's
How much are those vapes? The ones that he buys?
The ones that he
elf
buys
bars?
are like in the 20s, $25 probably.
God, that's
it's
so
a
much
lot.
money,
It's a
dude.
lot of money.
And they run through them like what, every week or two?
Probably every week and a half, I'd say. His like when he's going out every
40, 50,
weekend, it's
$60
gonna
a
last
month.
him only a week.
$60 a month.
Yeah. But anyways, I want to stop vaping. Smoking, I probably am gonna stop smoking weed like
No
every
way.
day. Like
Oh.
yesterday, I didn't smoke at all until nighttime. Today, I didn't start smoke. What?
I think that's a clap.
We did a clap. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yesterday I didn't smoke all day.
Rare.
There's really not a reason to smoke. It's just when I get bored, like after work, you want to reward yourself for being a good little girl and going to work every day.
But just reward yourself by doing other shit.
Yeah, facts.
Just
I want to go to the
saves you
gym
money.
more. I want to start eating right. Just basically getting
You
my
gym?
life together. I've been going like
Fine.
once every like
Fuck with
2
you.
weeks.
Um,
But what about you?
No, I was gonna say. No vaping, tapering down weed.
Tapering
Like how
down
much
weed.
tapering? Did you
Probably,
have a number?
maybe I want to smoke maybe just at night now to help me sleep instead of smoke, because I've been smoking before work. I've been
Really?
smoking after work. I would smoke on my break.
Do you think you could ever sleep without it?
Yeah, I've done that. I've slept with it. Takes me a minute. I have to stay up and play video games till like 2 a.m., which isn't bad because I'd be staying up playing video games till 2 a.m. high. So like,
I do
it's not
that.
really a big difference.
I stay up to like 4.
Yeah.
I sleep.
That's the thing.
I think I sleep lately.
I love smoking and playing Genshin and playing Animal Crossing. Just like literally like letting your mind rest. That's what it does for me.
But smoking, you don't have to smoke to play those video games. I
You
enjoy
don't.
video games without
You really
smoking.
don't.
I don't know.
I think
don't
I've
smoke
just
anymore.
become accustomed to like just
Yeah,
doing.
it does give you like a nice like chill. You're
just,
like eating whatever you want.
Yeah.
You eat a lot with me.
I do.
Especially when you're high.
I'm surprised I'm not like 250 by now.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked too.
I'm getting a little chunkier, but it's just the winter time. Last year, I feel healthy because last year I think I was down about 30 pounds from where I'm at now. I was like
Whoa.
100, borderline like hitting almost like 90.
Were you
Like,
anorexic?
no.
Oh.
Like for my size, like I'm only 5 foot. That's pretty decent. But like I didn't feel good. I had headaches all the time. I just wasn't eating right. I'd have one meal a day and like binge eat from like probably
Yeah,
9
so you
p.m.
had an ED.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I feel healthier. Like I'm not like,
That's
you
really
know,
good.
yeah, I don't
No.
feel like shit anymore, which is great. That's why I'm not too focused on how much I weigh right now because I feel happy. So
Yeah, I've been trying to make a goal. Honestly, my only goal in November is to upload a YouTube video. It's been so long. And also spend more time with family. I really haven't been
Yeah.
spending time with my family, especially my niece. Like after the whole like incident in this beginning of this month, I just went on like an episode.
the whole incident.
You know,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I went on like an episode, and then like I went on the going out phase, and then I went on like the unproductive. Like I would do work, but after I'm done with work,
You
it's
wanna-
immediately like either 1, get messed up, or 2, hang out with someone, or 3, like to hang out with Zorn. It was like a constant, and so I'm just trying to like taper down on that. I'm not saying that I'm gonna not do any of those.
Like
I'm still
learn
gonna go
how
out.
to be alone. That's
Well,
a
I
good
already-
one.
True, you're right. I definitely have a problem with that.
Me
I
too.
already did the first thing, which was I limited going out to once a week. So
Okay.
I have definitely done that. I'm happy with going out once, twice at most a week. And then now the next thing is to lower like meeting people and like increase spending time with family and doing more productive stuff. And yeah, definitely I don't know. I don't know how I feel about alone time.
It's hard. I hate being alone. Why do you think I'm over
But-
here literally every day?
I'm alone when I do my work. However,
You're preoccupied with work. Like you're not.
yeah,
sitting
and
there.
I'm not truly alone though, because even when I'm doing work, I'm texting people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can properly be alone and for how long.
Take like an hour and like go on a walk. Like it's fall now. All the leaves are super pretty. Get a little coat.
I mean, I
and
do
some
that in drives.
mittens.
I go drives and then
Yeah.
I'll like have a podcast on. But
Turn your phone off or something.
yeah, that's
and
what I was
just,
gonna say. Like, it's the hard part of like doing nothing.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You don't have to just sit there and like meditate for an hour and a half and look at the wall.
I used to
you
be
know
able
what I
to
mean?
do that in the
But, like-
pandemic. I can't do that anymore.
Excuse me. I'll paint and I'll turn off my phone, or I'll read and turn off my phone. Like
Yeah.
that's another thing. Actually, my screen time. I'm gonna check what it is. I've been spending at least like 4 hours a day on TikTok.
Let's show each other
It's
actually. How do you check
horrible.
that?
You go to
Oh, screen
settings.
time, I see it.
Screen
Ooh,
time.
my daily average is really bad.
What's yours? Mine's 4 hours and 11
Oh no,
minutes.
don't even.
Stop.
I'm gonna
9
go- I'm just
hours.
gonna kill
Let
myself.
me see. Oh, mine went up. 5 hours 35.
Okay, but here's my thing. The reason why mine is so high. Wait, I want to see all the activity.
TikTok, I spend 2 hours and 40 minutes usually. It's the average.
Wait, can you see the exact days? Because I want to see the days.
Yeah. You see right here, you can scroll.
Oh shit, that's so lit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is by week.
13 hours on Tuesday? What the
Oh my
fuck was
God,
I
guys,
doing?
this is really bad.
Let me see.
Wait, let me do daily averages.
Okay, but a lot of your
Wait,
business.
why am I? Guys, I'm worried. Why am I on for this long?
Because like a lot of your business and stuff is like like done online, right? You use your phone for that.
This is bad. Like really bad. 11 hours? That's no. Oh, no. I know why. Okay, this is skewed because
It's not accurate.
wait. Let me see it. It says most used apps. Do they count when I'm playing music on Spotify at night to sleep?
I think they do.
Because there's no way I'm on it for 12 hours. That's impossible.
Check.
I do work. Like there's.
Yeah, my Spotify says 56 minutes. What does yours say?
Not that. Wait, I don't get it. What am I on for so long? Oh, I see. Hold up. Let me go to today. Oh, I've been on iMessage a lot today. I've been messaging a lot. 3.5 hours of iMessage.
Oh, mine's only an
I must have
hour.
just left it up. There's no way I've been messaging for that long.
Could be. Yo!
I gotta message people back.
Bro, Domino's, I spent 30 minutes on it.
Why has my notes been on for so long? Dude, this is weird, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I guess I do use my phone a fuck ton. Maybe that's why I'm gonna slowly get depression.
Yeah,
No, just
overall,
play, I'm not depressed yet.
I think we should try to lower our phone usage.
Be in the moment. It's hard for me to be in the moment without someone else, though.
Yeah.
Like I only give attention to if I am with someone to give them attention. Okay. My next podcast, this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about, guys. My next podcast should be a Chewing on the Roads, and it should be downtown Greensboro. I'm gonna talk to Chris Thornton, aka 26 Chris. We're gonna plan something out. Maybe how it will come out. Who knows? We might be posted up outside Crafted. I doubt it though. Your guys' location does have a lot of bars. That area.
Yeah.
It's usually, we're probably gonna be outside Boxcar or something.
Right there.
Oh, Natty's is out there.
Yeah, it's like right down the street.
Okay. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, guys,
Beer coat. Sorry.
stay tuned for that. Any last words?
No. Bye.
Oh, here's some questions I was gonna ask people on the podcast on the Chewing on the Road. What fictional character would you smash?
Ooh. Danny Phantom. Or Ben 10. Or...
Don't say Danny Phantom after this recent Halloween.
Okay, fuck him. All right, he's like a 3. Okay, whatever. Just kidding. No, you can't. You have to take that out.
Which one? There was 2.
Yeah, you're right.
There
They're
was 2
both
Dannys.
3s. Okay, so
Oh my
together they create a
God.
6.
I'm not
so
taking
that's
that out.
fine.
But
together
anyways,
they're 6.
Anyway, you're an asshole. But most embarrassing moment during sex.
I pissed on someone on accident. I sneezed and it just
I
shot.
forgot
I
you
shot
told me
out.
that. Would you rather accidentally have sex, or actually, I won't give away all these questions. One last one. Would you rather have your best friend's parents watch you have sex, or one of your siblings?
Siblings. My sisters already seen me had sex. Like I was okay. We were in a hotel.
What kind of Alabama shit is this?
We were in a hotel and she was sharing a bed with her boyfriend. I was sharing a bed with my boyfriend. I was like, well, I'm horny, so we're gonna have sex. And they
What the fuck? That's so weird.
They heard everything.
But did she see it?
I don't think she saw it, but they heard it. Cause her boyfriend was like, he was rolling around and shit, and like you knew he was up. Like
No, but this situation is like, think about it like this, okay? She is sitting there watching you fuck Zorn. Or who's your best friend?
Lauren.
Other than Zorn.
My mom.
No, it can't be your family
I
member.
don't have a best
Okay,
friend.
my parents
Okay.
are watching you you and Zorn fuck, or your sister is sitting there watching you and Zorn fuck.
My sister, we're so comfortable
Okay.
with each other. You know what I
God,
mean?
that's so
I know it's
weird.
gross. I know it's gross, but I'd rather have that than someone's fucking.
I'm gonna be honest, Zorn. I'm cool with your parents watching me have sex.
I'd
I'm
be
not gonna
like,
let my
"Hey,
sister
baby, you
see
wanna
me
hop
fucking a
in?"
girl. I can't let my sister see me fucking a girl. That's weird. Yeah, and she's probably like, my sister's probably like vanilla compared to the shit I do, so she'll probably think I'm like crazy.
I'd be mortified.
Also, another thing, like any experience that I have with women, like I try not to tell my sister unless it's like someone I'm dating, just because like she's very judgmental.
Yeah.
So like if I tell her, she's gonna instantly be like, "Oh my god, my brother's a hoe," this and that, this and I'm
She's
like,
gonna cut you off from
dude,
the
chill.
family. Like, you're not.
Nah, she's not gonna be that
you're
bad,
not getting
but
paid.
there will be no chill. It's not gonna be that bad. Anyways, guys, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.